Welcome back, friends, to a much overdue game of County Road C. We took a turn to rest to get Tabitha healed back up, and now we are going into the second part of the Prepper Stash, where we've located the farm. We need to get into that barn. It's got a front door and a back door. They're both locked, as is the shed in the northwest corner. The house down here is just decayed all into just crud. So that I can just walk into if I can get to it, if I have time. But again, the main goal is to get into the barn because that's where the bunker is. I can break the doors down or I can pick the locks with tinker checks. I'm probably going to try to pick the locks. I'm deployed up into that northeast corner because it just seemed like the better option of the two that I had. So let's get into it. Gonna start off with Declan taking a shot at one of these zombies that's in front of him. That'll kill. It will also, however, activate the other zombie. Going to stay put with his second action. We're going to go ahead and go to Ash, who's got the distance. There's nobody else within 12 for the noise of his shotgun, so we're going to try to blow this fella. 9 will do it. Tabitha will move and hold. As there are currently no active zombies on the table, the one that is the farthest away from me will activate. Which is this one right here. Ash will move. And take a shot into this pack of zombies down below. That's a kill. Declan's going to have to hit a double move to get himself into some kind of position for next turn. Our zombie, aggressive, will move to the closest passive, which is the one beside him, and activate him, switch him to aggressive. So we have the startings of a horde forming on this side of the board. Declan is going to have a shot. That's kill. And he's going to have a move where he just ducks behind those trees a little bit. Ash, however, is going to be putting 2 down range to try to finish off that corner. So first shot. Ooh, that should kill. Yes, that kills. On the passive zombies, I'm killing on pretty much anything but a 1. And so 1 gone. And then our second shot. And of course, that would happen. However, the shotgun does have a pushback effect when you miss, so that zombie will get pushed off the board with the bushes. Tabitha will then move up. Over to our set of aggressive zombies who are going to move to the closest passives, thereby creating 2 small hordes. Now, luckily, they're still over there where they can't get to me, so they'll be on some random movements for a little while, so hopefully those random movements keep them away from me. Declan going to come around the trees a little bit and have a shot at this one that has just spawned. 2 plus... Yes, that's going to kill. Ash will have to move up a little bit to get at his next target. Zombies right in front of the carport. Movement adjusted. Shoot. Kill. This is going to move up just a little, which will wake up 2 of the zombies in the house, which is fine. I just kind of want them to walk towards me so that I can shoot them in the face. Speaking of moving to zombies, we'll go ahead and get these guys moving. And then because our hordes have no one within their move +2 survivors, they will move randomly and then activate passives within an inch. So those 2 smaller hordes on their random movement end up combining into a much larger horde. And then we'll place our random zombie. So we roll our coordinates. I usually do X for the red, Y for whatever the other one is. And then we multiply those numbers by 3. So it's going to be 24 over and 18 up. Right smack in the middle of everything. That's okay. Ash is going to go first. She's got 2 shots. 1 into the close zombie and then 1 into the zombie on the porch. first shot misses. So that's a 1, but we get a pushback. Not active, but we're going to shoot him again. The 7 will kill him. And Declan will shoot at the one on the porch. 4 will kill him. Tabitha is going to feint back just a little bit, thereby pulling that, having that zombie activate to walk to her. He can then have a swing at chopping it in half with her blade. Ooh. A sweat there for a second. But no, her total blade skill is 5 plus the dice 2, which is a 7. Defense on an aggressive Zed is 6. So that will slice him in half. What our horde does, they're going to come 10 inches that way. Had to go around the trees. The clusters of trees are always impassable clusters. They're just too thick to move through when I play them. So they come around and pick up these 2 passives that were just milling about. So our random spawns behind us. Not a big deal, because even if I miss the shot, he's going off the board and won't be a problem for me. He's dead on an 8. And take my second shot at the one who's under the front edge of this carport. 4 is a kill. Start with Declan. Or we'll continue with Declan, sorry. Ash already went. Declan next, who's going to move and then fire at this Zed on the corner of the barn. 10 is a kill. Tabitha will then move just a little bit, which will activate the 2 Zeds left in the house. Start with them. Or does. 2 inches back the other way. Ash will have a go at the zombie on the porch. Got him. And then have a move. Declan will fire on the Zed on the corner of the barn. Kill, but also activates the zombie that was in the house, who moves into Tabitha. It's fine, because Tabitha's kind of a beast. Yeah. Cuts him right in half. Just straight guts, Dragon Slayer, dead. Second action will move her into the house. In this living room, we have some ruined furniture. There is a recently deceased corpse in a recliner in the corner that has a pistol and a note in their hand, which any of my friends can retrieve for an action when they've got one. But right now it's time for zombie stuff. Lands up by the shed. Ash is going to try to deal with these 2 zombies up on the north tree line. Deals with the first one. Deals with the second one. Tabitha is going to move to pick up the revolver and Prepper's note. That note reads, "I let the winch get rusty, and it made such a shriek that it drew every zombie for miles. I had to run. I locked poor Mabel in the barn with all the Zeds. It's all my fault." Note is awful, but that standard revolver is pretty sweet because that's an outright upgrade for Declan. Speaking of Declan, we're going to move him in to try to search some more of this house. It says you can just kind of go through the walls because they're crumbling, but it costs you an extra inch of movement to go through them. That is a ruined kitchen. There's nothing in there of use to us. Zombie time. Good. 7 inches. They always move the most direct path. Some of them didn't have the movement to get through the bushes. Declan will move into the bedroom. Bed is broken. Everything's rotten. Nothing useful in here. Tabitha will move to the bathroom. So in the bathtub, we find 3 Molotov cocktails. And luckily Tabitha is the one with the bag, so she's going to be able to scoop them all up. We also, however, activate these 2 zombies that are out by the Hummer. Zombies will move. I have enough enough to push through the bushes this turn. That's okay, they'll push through later. Horde does. Keep moving north. Y'all hang around that shed all you want. Quite get close enough to activate. And in brilliant narrative fashion, the random zombie that we get happens to be the one who was the guy who was dead in the chair. Love it when things like that happen. Declan is going to chunk a smoke bomb right here into this part of the house, which is going to shut these 3 zombies down, and then he's dipping out. Between the extra movement to go over the wall of the house and the bushes on the outside, that's where he's able to get to. Tabitha is going to grab all of those Molotov cocktails, and then she's going to head towards out of the house. She makes it to into the bushes. So that move split them into 2 hordes a little bit, just because of the way they were already sitting. So at this point, with the horde kind of up there away from me, I want to start moving towards the barn a little bit and clearing the way for myself. So we're going to start with Declan. He's going to take a shot at this one down here to the southwest of the screen. 2 plus his small arms of 5 is of 6 handguns is going to be a hit. Is going to move. When she does, the zombie that's in the house will switch to aggressive. So getting her 6, he activates, and then she moves just a little bit further with her second action. Ash is going to move himself up. Grows without anybody within their movement +2, so 8 inches, are going to move towards the closest passive, which is this guy hanging out lonely just outside the frame. What the horde does, 9 inches over that way. Well, the first one, the group of 3. And then we'll roll another dice for the other one, since I don't know, hold on. They are, nah, they're not within 3 of each other anywhere. So yeah, so that's the first one, second one. Cool. Back to me. I don't know that I want to go for the door right this second. The horde moved back towards me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Declan just a little bit. And then we're going to fire at this zombie down here. That's a kill. And this northernmost zombie here will be able to hear that sound and come towards me. See him, but he's currently right there under the edge of the carport. Tabitha will move up just a little bit, sound, and to make herself the closest, so that that zombie will walk to her and hopefully get its head chopped smooth off. Yep, cut clean off. Ash is going to move and try to open the door. 8. That is just barely a fail. My total tinker skill is 5, so I needed at least a 3 to open the door. So these 2 zombies will both move towards Tabitha, some faster than others. Our southernmost friend makes it up to just at the corner of the Hummer. The other one makes it just through the crumbled walls and to the outside. What our hordes do, the red dice is the bigger horde. So one is going to head north, the smaller one is going to head south. Clip. And the smaller group is right directly on the north face of the barn. Alright, so down here, Declan is going to fire at the zombie in the carport. Kill it. This zombie will activate and push out of the bushes. There, again, he pushes because of the noise of the gun. The noise range on the pistol is 8 inches. That zombie was within that 8 inches, so as soon as that action resolves, that zombie pushes. I'm then going to be done with Declan, and I'm just going to go straight to Tabitha, trying to chop the zombie in half. Which we do on a 5. Ash is then open or free to attempt to pick the lock again. That's a fail. We'll try it one more time. There it is. So we get the barn door open. I have no idea what's going to happen. This is what was in the barn. So we got active zombies in the hayloft. Those are the ones that were rolled to be placed in the barn during deployment. We got 5 passives on the floor in the middle. We got a winch and a trap door beneath that winch. And it's zombie activation. So they're not going to be able to get to me, but they are going to activate a big old horde inside that building. And let's see what our other 2 hordes do. Okay, they're both going to be moving kind of away from me. I like that. Now, luckily, I'm at least somewhat prepared for this event. So, Ash is going to throw a smoke bomb in the barn. Then move away. Declan is going to take a shot at one of the zombies in the barn. He will kill one of them, and he will move away. Tabitha will move down a little bit to line herself up with the barn door. We're going to chuck a Molotov in there right into the middle of that pile of zombies that can't react or do anything right now. So there are 8 zombies in this barn. The Molotov has an attack value of 1, and it's going to hit all of them. So I need 5 or better to kill. Molotov will take out 5 of them. I'm so glad I went in that house first. We go to the other hordes because those guys aren't going to be moving. So we need these dice. Okay, not too bad. Back to me, where we're going to throw another Molotov into the barn. Only 3 in there this time, but still looking for 5 or better. He gets rid of one of them. They walk out, and I'm going to throw the last Molotov. Gets one of them. The other will push to me. Not a lot I can do there. So Declan is going to stealth into the barn. Yup. That's all. That's for his first move. For the second. Ooh, yeah, we're good. There's also a special point in the middle of the barn that I was not able to put down because of all the zombies. But there it is. It's now that they're not swarmed all over it. Not sure what to do with Ash. Flip. So Ash is going to pull back significantly. Take a shot at that lone passive on the north edge without alerting anybody else with the noise of his gun. I had to adjust just slightly because I was just barely outside of my weapon range. But I had the movement to get to either location. So 2 is a miss, but it will still knock him off the board. We'll start with our lone aggro zombie down here who's going to be trying to take a bite out of Tabitha. He needs a 7 or better because she's got a good defense. He got the 7 or better, so that's 1 damage to Tabitha. Our hordes do. They're both pulling backwards. Love that. Comes back to me. Tabitha's going to try to chop this zombo in half. She does. She will then move up into the barn. She's going to hotfoot it. Declan going to spend 2 actions to crank the winch. I got to do that 3 times total. So 2 down, 1 to go. See what our hordes do. Okay. Okay. Place a random. 18 and 3. Rando came in just on the other side of the carport to the south of the barn as I yank up all the terrain. Declan is going to crank that winch one more time. We'll see what happens once we open that in just a second. Tabitha is going to move to the search token, covering the corpse of Mabel, who is zombified, but all of her limbs removed. She's no real threat to us. However, on the ground near her is her lucky machete, which is a +1 bladed weapon. Very nice. Upgrades all around. We'll take a shot at the zombie in the carport. 6 will kill. Also activate this zombie over here on the side, who Ash is going to peel out to try to deal with, because the scenario can't end until the trapdoor's open and there's no zombies within 6. Trapdoor will have a lot of goodies in it once the scenario ends. The hordes do here is going to be pivotal this turn. They are not going to be of any consequence. Let's go. Does put them close enough to merge back into one big horde, but it shouldn't matter. Rando spawned over in the bathroom inside the trailer. Ash is going to move out and hopefully kill that zombie that's holding up the mission completion. Get it. A 4 is a confirmed kill. We'll end the mission and give us a lot of goodies. We get 6 food and 6 rolls on the rare item table. Heck yeah. There's going to be 1 rare upgrade, 3 rare equipments, 1 rare weapon, and 1 quality item. Upgrade is a fertilizer. I think that's going to help the garden. I'm for that because it's going to make more food. Our equipment: a tactical holster, an ultralight backpack, and door spikes. Our rare weapon: giant revolver. Okay. And our quality item: crossbow +1. Okay. Right now, nobody's going to be making a departure. So that's going to do it for today's game of CRZ. I promise the next one won't take this long for me to get to. Just the brain bounces about a lot. But thanks for tuning in and hanging out while we continue to survive, thrive in the zombie apocalypse. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.